My name is Duddits, I do builds and stuff. Today's video is going to be about a buff to a perk called Rhyme Stealer. Now this perk is going to get an absolutely huge buff in Edge of Fate. This perk allows you to get up to ×8 Frost Armor very easily. Frost Armor also got buffed. It now gives a maximum of 50% damage reduction, which is 10% more than Woven Mail. Frost Armor, in my opinion, I don't know what you guys think about Frost Armor. Like, for me, I've always found it pretty decent. 50%, it's pretty strong, but the problem with it, what I found, is that it's quite hard to sort of keep going all of the time without certain exotics like Icefall Mantle or Balados, but the buffs coming are going to make this Rhyme Stealer Frost Armor perk absolutely exceptional. So, Rhyme Stealer, this rolls on various different stasis weapons. Destroying a stasis crystal or defeating a frozen target with this weapon grants you an improved amount of frost armor. That is the enhanced version. It gives you ×2 versus ×1. But every time you freeze a target, you kill that target, you're going to get a ×2 frost armor, which is really decent. The enhanced version. And it's 4.5% damage reduction per stack. 8 gives you a maximum of 50%. So if you roll with weapons, say for example Rhyme Stealer Headstone, which is quite a few, this is just an absolutely perfect combination because you're going to kill frozen targets or you're going to kill a precision hit, and create that Headstone crystal, which will therefore proc your frost armor and slow nearby targets and freeze nearby targets as well. So kill a frozen target, use your Headstone. That is also going to give you plenty of your Rhyme Stealer Frost Armor buff. It also works with your own stasis crystals as well, things like Glacier Grenade and Salvation's Grip. Now we'll start getting into why I think it's going to be strong next season. So again, just to start with, Stay Frosty, Pulse Rifle, Rhyme Stealer, Headstone. It can also roll on the Red Tape Scout Rifle, very decent weapon. And then Excuvier can also roll with Rhyme Stealer Headstone, but there's various different weapons. The Fair Judgment from last season. The Pinnacle Reward is a really good auto rifle, as we know. And just in Edge of Fate, just to start with, most of them weapons that you've seen there are all going to have a barrier, overload, unstoppable capabilities. For example, unstoppable sidearm, which we'll go into, anti-barrier scout and pulses, and then overload, rapid fire for your autos and submachine guns. All of these are going to make these type of weapons really good. And on the seasonal artifact perk for Edge of Fate, we're going to get this one here. This one's absolutely massive. Fever and Chill, rapid precision hits with solar weapons, grants you radiant. Rapid precision hits with stasis weapons, grant you frost armor. Now, you pair that up with Rhyme Stealer, you've literally going to have an infinite supply of frost armor, being able to refresh that. And like I said at the beginning of the video, that's been my problem with frost armor, being able to keep it going. But with that perk alone, it's going to make Rhyme Stealer weapons absolutely insane. And be able to give you that 50% damage reduction. Again, that's 10% more than Woven Mail. We've even got some more things coming in the seasonal artifact perk. Frigid Glaive, while Frost Armor is active, stasis, precision final blows causes combatants to release a freezing burst. More buffs to Rhyme Stealer. Frost Renewal, while you have Frost Armor, taking critical damage, releases a burst that freezes nearby combatants and grants Frost Armor. Reciprocal Draw, rapid sidearm final blows, grants sidearms a period of increased damage, and then one with Frost. All of these are going to be exceptional. And if you haven't farmed this Liminal Vigil yet, I suggest you go farm it, because this also rolls with Rhyme Stealer, and it's got the reciprocal draw, rapid non-sidearm final blows, grant sidearms a period of increased damage for a short time upon next draw. This weapon could be exceptional as well next season. A couple of exotic ideas, I'll pair up something like the Balados Wrathreavers, which give you ×8 frost armor on the stasis subclass and gives you stasis weapon surges whenever you put your Frost Pulse Rift down. You've also got things like Icefall Mantle. We all know how good there was last time we had a stasis season. But Icefall, Balados, Renewal Grasp, something like that are all going to pair nicely. I've always sort of digged Balados Wrathweavers, to be honest. I think they're really good. They'll give you instant ×8 frost armor and a ×2 weapon boost. Pair that up with your Liminal Vigil with your reciprocal draw, you're going to get some potentially huge damage. And again, just having that massive 50% damage reduction on the fly could actually make frost armor finally better than Woven Mail. Especially now, we're going to have all them ways to keep it going. keep refreshing it. Really, really good sort of buff in my opinion. So get farming your headstone Rhyme Stealer weapons, or just Rhyme Stealer weapons. Now, fair judgment, as I sort of mentioned, I give this a quick little shout out before I finish the video. Really, really good auto rifle. And again, we're going to get Overload auto rifles next season. This again roams with Rhyme Stealer. Can also got like things like Onslaught on there as well. But just really, really solid buffs to Frost Armor and the Rhyme Stealer. But that's the video. I hope you found this somewhat helpful. Get farming. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.